So what is really happening in the market? I mean, the manipulation at its peak. Bitcoin had a major rally after the announcement from President Trump, right? And right after that, you can see right after the announcement, we had around $400 billion added in the crypto market in about 12 hours. And now, if we look at it, you can see, guys, minus $500 billion wiped out from crypto market. Not just only crypto market, even the traditional market. Traditional market had a major dip. I mean, between 10 a.m. to 3:30 p.m., you can see the S&P 500 erased a whooping 1.5 trillion in market cap. So what is the real reason? Why are we being manipulated in this level? Because the ongoing tariff war is or could be the number one reason. On the interview, President Trump confirmed that 25% tariffs on Canada and Mexico will begin tomorrow, March 4th. And right after that, the following question on the tariffs: is there any room left for Canada and Mexico to make a deal before midnight? President Trump: no room left for Mexico or for Canada. No, the tariffs, they are all set. They go into effect tomorrow. And this has been number one catalyst why we are seeing a major dip in the traditional market and even in the crypto market. So looking at the price action now, it clearly looks like we are being manipulated. But is it going to bring the price of Bitcoin where it was few days ago, or are we still going to see some scenario in this manner? I mean, a U-shape, V-shape, even a double bottom type of formation, because price has lost the support which it regained yesterday, the most important support for the month of March. We were aware Bitcoin was breaking out. The price of Bitcoin was above the CPI indicator, which was confirming a move to the upside. I mean, first target, second target, and even the no-brainer target, which was around 123,000. But I was very clear that Bitcoin must hold its ground above the CPI trend line to continue with this bullishness. Failing to do that, I mean, price failing to find support over 91,000 means for the month of March, we have a descending CPI which only gets formed during downtrend. So if the price wants to invalidate this move, a bearish continuation towards the first target, which is around 74,000, second target, which is around 63,000, and the worst case target, which is around 49,000, then you can see, guys, we have to find support above the CPI trend line, regardless of the ongoing tariff war. I mean, Bitcoin must regain its trend above this trend line. Otherwise, we will be looking this as a continuation, a bearish continuation pattern, because price, when it had a major surge, you can see also got rejected, testing the resistance from this Williams alligator indicator. And we know this is a bearish cross. Blue line appearing at the top, green line at the bottom, only happens during downtrend. Blue line at the bottom, green line at the top, only happens during uptrend. So in our case, this is a bearish cross. Bitcoin got rejected again and again while trying to break out of this Williams alligator indicator. So if this bearishness continues, then you can see, guys, the upcoming days for Bitcoin actually looks bearish. But if President Trump comes out with some good announcement for the market, then maybe we might see a double bottom type of reversal. Otherwise things could get very ugly, guys. And I'm being very honest with you. Bitcoin must find support above the CPI trend line. Otherwise, this here will be just a temporary breakout, will be looked as a temporary breakout, and price after that is expected to show a continuation in this manner. I mean, Bitcoin, if you look at it carefully, got rejected exactly at this trend line which previously acted as support. I mean, Bitcoin got attracted exactly at this rising trend line which previously acted as support, but this time you can see the same trend line rejected us along with the news from President Trump. Now, if this continuation continues, I mean, if this bearishness continues, the next area of confluence, I've been very clear with you guys, sits around 72,000. So please, guys, please be aware. If we see something good coming out today, then we might see a double bottom type of recovery. But if we remain as it is, or if the price remain as it is, then the next area of confluence will be around 71,000, because this 70 to 70,000 is not just only the next area of confluence, but even according to our CPI indicator, you can see our bearish target could be even more worse. So that's why I personally think we are not going to go this low, but 75,000 in between that range is a possibility, guys. Unfortunately, that is a possibility because Bitcoin is failing again and again to regain its trend above 91,000. I mean, above our CPI indicator, which also brings this bearish continuation back to life. I mean, Bitcoin was having a very nice rally. All of a sudden, we had a major sell-off. Bitcoin came almost at the area from where it started, but looking at it carefully, you can see this bearish continuation has also come back to life. So we need to be aware, because if we fail to regain our strength, then this will be looked as a bearish continuation pattern. I mean, Bitcoin heading towards the next area of confluence, and parallelly, you can see parallelly, Bitcoin could be also following this rising trend line. I mean, Bitcoin could be heading towards to test the support around this rising trend line, following this bearish continuation pattern known as ascending broadening wedge towards the next area of confluence, following the CPI indicator, and even following this rising trend line, because before breaking out, before forming higher highs, higher lows continuation pattern, we might see a pullback, Bitcoin coming back towards this rising trend line before choosing a trend direction. So for us, it's very, very important that we find proper support above 91,000, or let's say above the CPI trend line, to invalidate this bearish move. Otherwise, things could get very, very ugly. I mean, if you look at this liquidation heat map, we have huge liquidity clusters lying around 92, 93,000. In the medium short term, this trend line could be attracting us, because every time whenever we have seen huge liquidity clusters lying around, first there could be a move, Bitcoin heading towards to take the liquidity and then following the original direction. So in our case, for now, we have small liquidity around 80 to 83,000, but in a 24-hour time frame, a much better liquidity is lying above 90,000. So if we do see a rally, a relief rally, Bitcoin coming to take out the liquidity, then you can see parallelly, we must also break out from this resistance line, the upper trend line, which almost got tested. I mean, yesterday it almost got tested. Right after that, we had this free fall. But if the price wants to continue in this manner, then in the medium short term, you can see this upper trend line will be attracting us to take out the liquidity above 90,000. But we know 91,000 will be looked as one of the most strong resistance which you have for Bitcoin. So as long as we remain below 91,000, any sort of a rally will be looked as a fake out, and price of Bitcoin after that is expected to head towards the original trend direction. So these were some of the quick updates that I wanted to share with you in this video. If you enjoyed my work, then please do not hesitate to destroy that like button, and to those individuals watching this for the first time, to hit that subscribe button. And by saying this, I'm signing out until next time. Bye-bye.